guys, welcome back to another reloading video. We are finishing up the 6.5 Creedmoor, the 142 SMK, 142 grain SMK. So we did our powder test, got a lot of good, got a lot of good results on the powder test. I told you guys I was going to be doing 2 seating depth tests at 2 different powders, but I'm not gonna. I'd rather just save the rest of our bullets for final 5-shot groups on our load, and that way we get some good 5-shot groups. I think I got like 20 left. Oh, got quite a few left here. So yeah, and if we got to tweak the load a little bit more, like say we get down to the range and our 5-shot groups aren't even shooting an inch or right around an inch, it's still not acceptable. We may have to back off the powder, or I don't think that's going to happen, obviously, So we're looking so far right now at what we're seeing. Our final powder charge ended up being 40.4. One of our subscribers pointed out that was about the best looking group. There was a few others that were gorgeous. The target is here somewhere. I don't know. It's too big to put in the front of the camera right this second anyways. But so we landed on 40.4 grains of H4350. And when we went to the seating depth test, 10 thousandths off the lands ended up being a nice little diamond pattern. We're going to load up a few 5-shot groups of that, exactly that load, 40.4 grains, 10 thousandths off the lands, and I may do a couple more loads of just 1,000ths up and 1,000ths back, because I was jumping 5 thousandths on the seating depth test, and maybe if I back it down a couple thousandths both ways, up and down, maybe I can shrink that group a little bit more. But the best group ended up being 10 thousandths off the lands, and it ended up being, can't actually remember, I never ended up fully measuring them all, I don't think. Let's see, oh, it's right here, okay. Oh, so it ended up being, oh yeah, definitely 1/4 inch. 0.416 ended up being the group. So, perfect. Gorgeous, that's a good group in my eyes. Anything under 1/2 inch I'm happy with. Smaller the better, obviously, but anything under 1/2 inch I'm very happy with. So, we're going to go with that. 40.4 grains of H4350, 10 thousandths off the lands. We'll see what that does, and then we may go up and down just a couple thousandths on the seating depth, and go from there. But if that ends up shooting some really good 5-shot groups, then I'm just going to keep that load, mark it in the book, and good to go. Eventually, I would like to try actually jamming into the lands. I know some people, I've had a few people in the comments say, jamming's the only way to go, and you get your best accuracy out of jamming into the lands. And a lot of bench rest people jam into the lands. I personally have never done it. No reason, just never done it. So, I may attempt that sometime. Not with this. I may buy another box of bullets for these and experiment. But yeah, either way, that's what we're doing today. I got to get the brass, or the brass is pretty much fully prepped. I need to, let's see here. Only thing we need to do is prime, powder, and bullets is our next step with the brass. We are 8 times, we're finishing up our 8 times fired, getting it to 9 times. So we're about half and half right now. So we're going to be, the brass we're going to be shooting is 8 times fired, and we're trying to work it up to 9 times. Alright guys, let me get set up and we will bring you back. Alright guys, we are finishing up the final load for 6.5 Creedmoor 142 grain SMKs. Like I said a minute ago, or a little bit ago, our final load is 40.4 grains, 10 off the lands. That ended up being our best group. Well, kind of ended up being our best group. I went back and looked at that, I went back and looked at the target, and 15 thousandths off the lands is actually smaller, because 2 went through one hole and then 1's right next to it. That ended up being, I just put the actual group sizes up on my shorts channel on YouTube under the shorts, and yeah, that ended up being a 0.2 something inch group. I can't remember exactly what it was, but so after this, let me see here. So at 40.4 at 10 thousandths off the lands, we're gonna shoot probably 3 groups of 5. That's what we'll do, and that should leave me, let me see. So 1, 2, 3. So that's 5, 10, 15 bullets. 3 groups of 5. Yep, 15 bullets. And then that leaves us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24 bullets left, actually. Holy shit. I have a lot more than what I thought. So you know what? We're going to do... Alright, so that's 3 groups of 5. Oh, plus 3 fowlers. I'm going to do 3 fowlers because it's a nice clean barrel. Well, no, it has what we shot last out of it, but not many out of it. My plan was doing 4 groups of 5 with 3 fowlers out of this, but when I went back and looked at that target and saw that 15 thousandths off the land was actually smaller, I was thinking about cutting this one back, but it looks like we have enough bullets actually. Alright, so that would be 1 more group. So 1, 2, 3. 3, so that would leave us, what did I have total? 23. So 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. So that would leave us 15 bullets left. Let me count again. Alright, so 3 fowlers I gotta leave out. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so 15 with 1 extra. So that's what I'm gonna do. I will shoot all of these, so we'll do 4 groups of 5 at the 10 thousandths off the lands with our 3 fowlers, and then we'll do 3 groups of 5 at 15 thousandths off the lands with 1 fowler. That will leave us 1 extra bullet. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And we'll see which one's better. And then that will be our final load, because I'll have to change my book, because I actually wrote in my book, final load for this bullet, 40.4 grains at 10 thousandths off the lands. So we'll do a shootout between 15 thousandths off the lands and 10 thousandths off the lands. If you guys go look at that back again, you'll see 15 thousandths was a literally 2 bullets in 1 hole, and the other one right next to it. So yeah, that's the plan. Now I'm in the middle of reloading these. I just want to get out to the range here. So let's see here. I got 1 row all set, so we're throwing powder in them still. I'm gonna show you guys one real quick. Yeah, this OHA scale, man, it's awful nice. I like it. It's definitely more repetitive than the Lee one, it was good to figure out that the Lee was, you know, throwing correct, but just with the ball bearing and that big thick frickin' arrow on the beam, it was hard to get it repetitive. Whoa, 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 whoa. Did I go too far? Stella, come on. You stay here. Alright. Sorry you guys can't see that, but for you guys to see it, it actually makes it hard for me to see it, and I'm just trying to do it kind of quick right now. I guess I can turn it a little bit more for you guys. Where are you guys looking? Where are you guys looking? Yeah, I think you guys can see that a little bit. Alright, looks like I need a couple kernels. There's 3. Almost. There's 2 more. See that? I just put 2 in it, and that beam just... I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that anyways, to be honest. Last time I did it, you guys couldn't really see it very well either. I just put 2 more, and it raised that beam quite a bit, so it's very sensitive. It's just below the black line, so it looks like it needs maybe 1 or 2 more. 1. Let's go with 2. I'm going to do 1 more. Yeah, that looks good. Actually might be 1 kernel too many. Something's messed up. Alright, that's reading 0. Make sure all my... Alright, where are we at? Alright, something must have been going on, because... Alright guys, so we got this all weighed out. Let's see where we're at on our digital. We're looking for 44. No, 40.4. And digital says 40.3. So got that all set. Oh shit, 1 kernel fucking fell out. That's alright. I showed you guys the weighing. Here, actually. Real quick like, let me dump that back out. Make sure I'm not too far off. .2. I'll bring it up to 40.3 on this. Alright guys, so let's get you a bullet seated real quick. Always check for powder in the case. Good to go. And as long as your ogives are all similar, then should be good to go. Alright, zero out your calipers. Throw your bullet in between your comparator. And 10 thousandths off the land is a 2.257. So I'm right on the money. I got it set up already with 1 bullet, so as long as your ogive is all, you know, all the same on the bullets and you've got consistent bullets, then you can literally just run every single one up through the die and you never even gotta pay attention to it. Alright. So look at that. I just added 2 kernels to that on the electronic scale. and my OHAS beam shows it's quite a bit high. Oh, come on. I just added back in what I took out. Come on. Yeah, it's very responsive. Put a couple kernels out, put a couple kernels in, and it's right back to where it was. Alright, that looks good. Let's see where we're at. And now this Frankfurt Arsenal should read 40.3, 1/10 off from this beam. And it's 40.3. Alright. That's the only problem with powder is a lot of the time it tries to bridge in a funnel, and that's what happened there. I had it right on, but it bridged in the funnel, so as soon as I picked up the funnel to tap it, a couple kernels I saw fell out of the funnel and down in. So, alright guys, we will see you out on the range.